All right, guys, here's the ultimate bouncy drum video for you. So the first bounce is called trecillo. It goes ta, 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 ta. Tres in Spanish means three. So let's turn the metronome on. This is also the drill pattern for those who came up in drill. Now let's use dotted notes. These are basically like when you add two notes back to back. Now the other bouncy rhythm is called syncopation. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's very Brazilian bounce. And if you combine all these, you get more of an Afro bounce. That's the whole bounce, y'all. It's really that simple. So what I'm going to do is just do different things. Let's lower the BPM here. My bad, I was updating my Waves plugins. All right, let's lower the BPM to 93 BPM. And this is going to give you a West Coast bounce. So it's trecillo. It goes boom, boom, boom like that. Now we don't need the other hi-hats. Now they usually let it kind of fade out. Now we can combine all these rhythms. Now we're getting more of a danceable bounce. Now if it's too dancey, we could take out the syncopated note. Now you can always swap out these dotted notes for hi-hat rolls in FL Studio. If you go to the graph editor, you can actually go to the note repeat tab. All right, so that's West Coast bounce, just like that, very simple. Now if you wanted to make, let's say, drill, okay, so we're at 144. We're gonna just focus on trecillo for this one. And let's mute the other ones. And the difference is where you place the snare. So we're going to put the snare. Let's turn the metronome on. It could be on the 3 and the 7. It could be on the 4.5 and the 7. It could be on the 3 and the 6, the 3 and the 8. There's many places you can add the snare. Now we can add the other patterns in for more bounce. I probably wouldn't do syncopated notes on this. If it would be syncopated, it might be more of a percussive tone. So let's pitch this hi-hat down. I do something like this, very subtle. And now the beat is super jumping. And now what we're going to do to contrast the bounce is make the kick on the dominant stuff. So 1, boom, boom, boom. So not on the in-betweens, but on the actual beats. Very simple. Okay, so trecillo is the main bounce. Even if we up this to, let's say, 180 BPM, which is kind of crazy. Let's put the snare on the 3 and the 7. And let's say we swap the kick out for an 808. It's the same pattern. Trecillo, boom, boom, boom. Now again, I'd probably leave more room to the right side of over here. Let's clone this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And let's put these in the playlist so we can have these play as if we were arranging these. So here's how I would normally arrange it. Basically just taking out the kick on the second half. So trecillo doesn't always have to be dum, dum, dum. It can also be moved around. So on pattern 2, we're going to move it around. Now here's a little technique. If you want to experiment, we could do dum, 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 but then we can hit Control Shift Control Shift left arrow or right arrow on the keyboard and move these around. And you can kind of experiment. Now you can also continue trecillo, so it goes trecillo, cillo, 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 like that. So those are called dotted eighths. They're basically just equidistant notes. Now from here we can add ghost notes. That's another way to add bounce is ghost notes. And the way I look at a ghost note is just turning down the velocity just before the note before. This is really good for 808 technique. So anytime I have back-to-back 808s, I like to turn the velocity down. And it really grips the ear. That's pretty much all you guys need to know. I'm not gonna like make this video 7 years long just to get, you know, more viewers on it. I mean, that's really the science. It's just understanding tresillo and dotted notes and syncopation. Everything else is just you guys' creativity. I mean, there's no other secret than that I found useful. All right, so share with a friend. Peace out. Subscribe if you're new. Go to busyworksbeats.com/premium to learn how to make beats like the pros. Peace out, guys.